Hi, I'm Mia, and you're listening to my podcast, what I call the Universal Podcast. I call it the Universal Podcast because, well, we talk about anything and everything. I mean, isn't that what the universe is? So, have fun, tune in, and as all the other basic people say, and now me, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, or podcast, I guess. Thanks. Alright, so I want to start this off by saying apologies for not doing an episode for over a month. I'm going to be completely honest. I was at this kind of like state where I felt like I had nothing to talk about. I felt like I was honestly just like, I felt like anything that I were to do would just be boring, and I felt like anything that I were to talk about would be like not enjoyable to a wider audience or to even the people that watch it now. But I have plans and I want to get back into it, and I still want to be as inclusive as I am. Like, I want, my ideas as well as the people that watch this, their ideas too, because obviously, like, they're the listener, and that's what matters, because if they're listening to this, it needs to be stuff that they could also, take an interest to, and that's why I want it to be so much of everything in a way, because if it's not, then how is it going to reach this thing where anybody can listen to it, because there's a little bit of anything for everyone, and that's what I want it to be. I have been super busy. I started working, and I still have school, and I have finals next week, and it's been super crazy because, for some reason, teachers love giving the most work once the school is coming to an end, because they want to get, their curriculum finished, or just whatever they didn't do, they want to get it in there because it's their job. So I was quite honestly just struggling a little bit with that. And I had very little to no motivation for any of it. But I feel better now. Like, I'm not as, upset to go to school, and, I'm excited to go to school because I love school, I love learning, I love the environment, but at the same time, it gets so stressful to the point where I don't want to be there, and I just don't want to deal with it. Like, sometimes it just becomes a burden, and I really don't like saying that, but it's, you know, but it's life, until you graduate your senior year of high school, your job is being a student, and it's just the way it is. Unfortunately, sometimes it's not what you want to do, and a lot of people just don't want to do it at all. But, I enjoy it. It doesn't pay well, currency-wise, but I mean, I don't think that there's anything that, from an actual income-making job, I don't think that there's anything that you can really take from it more than what you get from school. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with me. I know a lot of people think school can be useless and that there's not really a point because, we don't learn stuff that we need for the outside world. But on a more real note, in my opinion, I think that we learn more social stuff at school than we do more by the book. You're around a bunch of different people, and they all have different backgrounds, and you have to learn how to be around those people and how to handle those people and the way that they are, and I think that that's an important thing to learn. Um, quite honestly, since finals are next week and then school is out, I'll be working a lot over the summer, and I have swim too, so that's fun. Um, but this is an idea I have, and honestly, like, let me know if this is a good idea. But I want to start doing some more, or not even more, I want to start doing like a video kind of thing. Like, have it be maybe once a month where I do like a certain video. Like last year, I almost did a music video for a friend of mine, and I really wanted to do it because that it's a it's a really cool way to get what the artist wants to show with their music, you know? Because not everybody can listen to a song and latch on to what the artist wants them to see, so a music video is the perfect, like, portrayal for what they want their message to get across. So I wanted to do that, but I don't know if that will really work. Um, I think that just doing any sort of video would be cool. Like, honestly, let me know um, what kind of video or what kind of videos that you guys watch. I watch cooking videos a lot of cooking videos, and a lot of gaming videos, and also a lot of just also vlogs. Like I find myself watching a lot of like Emma Chamberlain, and yeah, I mean she's really like she's funny and she's entertaining to watch. She's an entertaining person, that's for sure. Sometimes I get bored though watching vlogs because if they're not interesting, I like how am I supposed to watch like a 20-minute video of you going to the grocery store? Make it interesting, you know? And that's one of the fears that I have is that I do something and then it's completely just not interesting. Um, but I'd like to think that I'm a pretty entertaining person, and you know, that's been my biggest issue with, you know, the lack of episodes in the past month. By lack of, I mean zero. There have been none. And a lot of people have asked me about it. And I was just like, oh, I've been busy. Like, I haven't had time. No, I had, you know, writers have writer's block. I had podcast block, I guess. Like, I just had no idea of what I wanted to do, how I was going to do it. I definitely had the when down, but I didn't have the, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. This is how long it's going to be, etc., etc. So I'm definitely thinking of getting a more strict schedule kind of thing. Like the when I have, like I said, I have it down, but I need to think of, like, I need to plan topics and you know what that's gonna be. I've also had a couple people ask me if they could be on it. I don't know how I am going to do that because it is in my room. I have one mic, and normally if you want to have two people, you need two mics, and I don't know how I would do that. This mic isn't even that expensive. I got it a couple years ago. It was like $150, and now I think it's just like $100. So in the grand scheme of things, I could probably do that, but it's difficult because I mean I'm doing this in my room, you know, and like at any time someone could walk in and I would want to scrap the entire audio. Like I just would not want to use it anymore, and I've done that. And the last episode that happened, so I ended up reshooting the entire thing, and that's why it came out later. But I'm hoping that that's not an issue anymore. Like I just want to get it done. And it's not because, oh, this needs to be put at this time for consistency and it just needs to be out. It's because I want it out because I enjoy doing it and I know that people enjoy listening to it somehow. I don't know how, to be completely honest, because, you know, I'm not that, well, I can be. I have my moments where I'm either really funny or it just sounds stupid and it's funny, so it kind of depends. Like yesterday, I was in English class and we were being asked these questions about Life of Pi, which we just finished reading in class. And the teacher was talking about something that happens in the book, and he was like, okay, so why would he say this to these people? Like, what is the point? Why would he tell this whole story and then a second story and just go with it? And I went on this like 2-minute long tangent saying like all of this stuff, and in my mind it was like a 30-second response, and then I started talking and it was just all over the place, and I sounded like just dumb, and I know that like it was just bad, and I was embarrassed, and I was like shaking, and my anxiety was kicking in. And I'm really good with public speaking, but it internally kills me. I really enjoy doing it, and I'm good at it. It's the fear factor and the way that my like nerves go and stuff. Like, I did a presentation on criticism, and it was talking about how your nerves are affected by all of that. And nerves are affected by so much stuff that you would think, oh, really? Like, obviously anxiety, but it's kind of crazy how your body reacts to different situations and what's going on around you. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I need feedback. That's what I really need. I need, like, what do you guys want me to talk about? What do you guys want me to do? When should episodes come out? I'm thinking, like, still trying to do, what was it, like, Fridays? Or, I don't know, maybe, like, Saturdays? I think Saturdays would work. Honestly, just let me know, though. A door slammed, just, like, in the background, a door just slammed. See, this is also an issue that I have, like a reason why I didn't do it. There was always so much going on in my house and so much background noise, and maybe it doesn't even bug like you guys as much, but it bugs me. Like, my inner perfectionist just, it bings, and I don't like it, and I want to scratch the whole thing, and it's a whole issue. And maybe I need to cool myself down and be like, oh, it's okay. It's just a little thing, but it bugs me so much. I probably just need to calm down. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I just need to know. Another door slam. See, look at that. That's why. Who is slamming their door? Anyways, I just need to know what you guys think. What should I talk about next week? Like, these are the things that I need to know, and I guess that on my part I was lacking on the communication of asking, but now I am, so it would be good to know what you guys think. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna wrap this up. This was kind of just like an update. Like, there wasn't really any solid talking. For the people that I have finals with, good luck on finals next week. If you've already taken finals, you're gonna get good grades. Don't worry about it too much if they aren't put in yet. If you know you did good job. If you didn't do as good as you wanted to do, what matters is that you tried your best. And if you don't think you tried your best, just try a little bit more next time. You can't kill yourself mentally over something as small as a grade at the end of the year in one class, or maybe all of your classes. It's just 1 year, and you can always redeem yourself. Like, that's always an option. Make sure that even not just with finals or school, like even maybe work or just your life in general, don't stress yourself out too much. I need to take notes on that, and just try and live your life the way that you want to live it, but make good, rational decisions, and also keep in mind other people's feelings. So don't do something like, oh, hey, this is gonna make me happy, but you're damaging a bunch of other people. Unless it's for your own good. If it's for your own good, then do it. If it's not, don't do it. And that is my advice. Just try and live your life as best as you can. I am trying to. It's hard. I'm not even gonna front and be like, oh, it's so easy, it's a piece of cake. It's not. It's hard. And I understand that. And I know that things get hard, and when things get hard, sometimes you feel like there's no point in just trying and keep going. But trust me, you can't give up. You gotta keep going, because if you don't, then what are you gonna do? If you give up before you've even started, you're missing out. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And it's the truth. I don't have anything else to say. Maybe next week I'll do an advice episode, have people ask me questions, or ask for I just stumbled on my words really bad. Oh my goodness. Ask for advice or whatever. I am in no place to give advice, so anything that I do say, if you do it and it doesn't work, it's partly my fault, but it's also your fault for actually taking my advice, because I am not licensed, nor really that experienced. I'm still young. I don't think you're really able to give experienced advice until you're 40. And I'm definitely not 40, so. Anyways, I hope that you guys all have had good weeks so far and good days. If you didn't, make it good now. Or keep brewing in it today, and tomorrow wake up and have a better day. And that's more advice that I am giving, but you don't need to take. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.